we had somebody else leave.
So it's my opportunity now to get Warren back.
So on this part I want to show some recognition and congratulate 4 different companies. Unfortunately I am holding a pressure cooker which we accidentally damaged on a move last Friday. Hi guys, welcome to episode 16. On this episode we're going to be checking in with the teams. We are really busy with storage. We have Luke taking his transport manager's course, and me and Tash still don't have a baby. Welcome to Warren's Removals TV episode 16. So today is Tuesday the 9th of May, fresh back after the bank holiday weekend. We've got 5 jobs on today. Every single vehicle is out bar 1, which is good. 1 job leaving storage, as you've just seen. We're loading from a container and the office. I'll touch on that in a minute. And another job coming into storage. So at the moment we are really busy storage wise. We've got a mega busy week this week on removals. But as always, feels it anyway this year we've got a sticky middle of the month, which is the next week. Not that busy at the minute. We moved the landlord a couple of weeks ago, and the landlord once every month comes into the office and he does the meter reading so he knows how much to charge us for our electricity. And when he came in, he noticed that we had furniture in our office, which is something we rarely ever do, to be honest, but when we're full we have to utilise the extra space. And he said, are you fully booked on storage? And we said yes. And then he left, and then 10 minutes later he came back and he proposed an idea to us. So it's very early stages on this idea, so a little bit exciting and obviously a lot of anxiety, but there's an option for us to expand our storage offering and obviously the business a little bit. Couple of things to consider. The first one is, are we ready for that? We've only just really set up ourselves. We've been here for 2 years. We took a £200,000 loan out to get this set up. So we've got 3 units here and 56 containers. That wasn't easy to do obviously, so we needed to take a loan out to do that. About 3 months ago we paid that loan back fully, so we are out of the red, if you like. If we'd made this next step, which is next door, we're going to have to take out another loan. We'll speak to that. If I do decide to do this, I'll speak to the same finance provider and see if they can give me a better rate, because they actually did say that we paid back our loan a lot faster than anybody else that they've ever had, which is amazing. And then obviously the second thing to consider is the market at the minute. So if you're a removal company and you're watching this, you'll understand what I mean. The market is a little bit like that. We have really busy weeks where you just can't manage all the jobs, and then the following week you haven't got enough work. So I just need to figure out what the market is doing and if I'm ready to take this gamble. But like I always say, and I live by this, I'd rather say I regret making the decision than I regret not making the decision. So I think once I get the price and the measurements from the landlord, I'll be able to make an informed decision. I'll sit down with the team and I'll make sure that we're ready for this. But just to give you a heads up, it's probably another 30 shipping containers we can fit over there. Plus there's a massive unit which we could probably get around about 70 or 80 crates. So there's a big storage offering which we could expand, but I just need to make sure that I'm making the right decision.
So it is the 17th of May, 9:45. We are here in Cutnall Green today, loading up a lorry job going to store. Only a short-term storage as the customers are waiting for some documents or something to go through on their new sale. But yeah, we're about halfway through. We ain't got much more to go. So yeah, I best get cracking.
Okay, so on this part I want to show some recognition and congratulate 4 different companies, 4 close friends of mine in the removals industry. All 4 of these people have come and spent a few days with me in the course, and Luke obviously, and all 4 of these people, companies I should say, have expanded their business and they've got a storage yard and their social media looks amazing. So I'm going to show a little bit of love to Chris from Chris Cross Removals, Craig and Jody from Craig Atkinson's Removals, and Cox from Cox Northwest Removals, and the last one is Morgan, who owns Removals Unlimited in Bournemouth. All 4 of you guys deserve a massive pat on the back. You are doing amazing. It's great to see.
So it's everyone's favourite part of the video. It is
Warren's Fun Facts.
So as you may already know, Warren's been taking the piss out of me for probably 3, maybe 4 weeks now with my little videos, Fraser editing me on videos. So it's my opportunity now to get Warren back. So as I found out earlier, Warren, maybe when he was 15, 16, so early adulthood really, wanted to be a wrestler as a full-time job. So I think Fraser may have some videos of Warren attempting to be a wrestler.
Look at this! Oh my God! Choke slam! There's Steel! No! He won't do the Swanton bomb! Top of the ladder! Oh no! Oh my God! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my God!
Guys, it's Tuesday. We've got a lorry job coming into storage. It's came from Malvern, lovely apartment. The owner is actually setting up a premium estate agency, so it's good for us to get in there. Could get future business from it. It's Tuesday, first job of the week as we've had the King's coronation. Let's go and smash it.
Okay, yeah, so we are in the back office. I'm going to talk a little bit about both iMove and Tash, my wife who's heavily pregnant at the moment. So first off, iMove, just before walking into this office, me and Fraser came in to do the iMove segment and I got a voice note of somebody using the system. His name's Joe. He's pen and paper, so he converted from his pen and paper ways to iMove, so the digital way. One that I was actually a little bit nervous of is the second company that have gone from pen and paper to iMove. So I'm a little bit nervous about those companies because we tend to get stuck in our ways. We are creatures of habit and all that. So didn't hold too much hope with these companies, but both of them are really, really loving iMove. So I'm going to play that voice note now and then we're going to come back.
Hello buds, I hope you're keeping well. Sorry for the voice note, I'm driving so it's just easier for me. I just thought I'd update you of how we get along with iMove really. I fucking love it. I'm well and truly converted. You officially converted a 31-year-old dinosaur to use technology. My quotes, I'm sending off 3 to 4 quotes a night when it would take me days to do that. It saves so much time already it's given me a bit of a buzz back, to be honest. Not with the whole removal side, but actually owning a business and having staff and everything else. Yeah, it's really good.
So amazing to hear that. Thank you, Joe. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, so iMove at the minute, as you know, we're in the testing phase. We're not ready for launch yet. We're not sure when that will be. We assume it'll probably be late June, maybe early July. Keep getting pushed back a little bit because we keep adding new features. And the people using it are really enjoying it, and they're asking for certain things, and they're telling me how good it is and how much they're enjoying using it. So we're adding some little bits before the actual launch, but currently right now, well, by the end of this week, there'll be 40 different companies signed up to iMove, which is absolutely amazing. Really didn't expect that amount of people, and they're all enjoying it, thankfully. I've got 3 Zoom calls this week. I have to be careful with my Zoom calls because Tash has told me that I can't take too much time away just in case she goes into labour. We definitely expected the baby to be here by now. The due date is on the 20th of May and it's the 9th of May today. Harper, our daughter, was 4.5 weeks early, so we kind of expected our boy to be early as well, but I've got 3 Zoom calls booked in, one today, one tomorrow and one on Thursday. So providing the baby doesn't come, then I'm going to be able to get those 3 people added this week, and then I'm going to take a couple of weeks off, obviously for the baby, and then we can get back into it. And I'll speak to the developers all the time, so I'm going to keep in tune with them, make sure that they're adding and implementing everything that we need before we can get into launch. Really exciting times. If you're interested in iMove, here's that website right here.
So I'm back in the business now after my 9 days away doing my transport manager courses. As you can see, the folders are quite big. It's quite intense, as we knew. There's a lot of homework to do while you're there as well. So each night I had case studies to take home with me to sort of attempt. Then we had a look at them again in the morning and mark them. A lot of information in there, so I feel a lot more knowledgeable now. I did my exam, but I haven't got my results back yet. So it could be up to 6 weeks to get the results back. But while we're here now and I've got this information, I can give our guys a bit more training, and the things that we were unsure about, I've got the answers to, so it's obviously going to help the business a lot moving forwards. But yeah, just waiting for my results. Hopefully I pass. That was terrible. Where the hell did that go?
Yeah, it's got storage built into it. Quite expensive, isn't it?
The one I looked at was amazing. Something like that.
Okay, yeah, so we've just had Adam and Ross who came all the way down from Scotland. They didn't come down just to see us, they've been at the storage show, and then they gave me a call to come and meet me afterwards. We speak to each other quite a lot. Adam's got such a great company back in Scotland. He's got over 300 shipping containers. And he's also just showed me and Esther his converted shipping container, so he's turned it into a cafe. So it's amazing to see him branching off and doing different things. I believe he had a little bit to say as well, so here he is.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Adam Sinclair. I own Sterling Sinclair Removals and several storage companies. I came down to see Warren today. I've been watching him closely on social media and seeing what he's doing over the last 4 or 5 years. We're in a similar position as ourselves in terms of standards. We want to push the industry, and we're quite inspirational in what he's been doing. So we've been watching it for the last couple of weeks and what he's been doing, and we thought, right, well, we're going to be down in the Self-Storage Association this week, which is the UK national for all the self-storage companies. We saw that he's 15 minutes away, so we thought we'd come down and see what his facilities are like.
Okay, unfortunately I am holding a pressure cooker which we accidentally damaged on a move last Friday. Customers are absolutely fine with it. It's a pure accident. The staff member that did it never ever does damages. Literally, it's heartbroken that he did this. So what he did, he actually thought it was attached, so he lifted it, which made that wobble, and it fell onto the floor and it's all cracked. These things do happen in this industry. I spoke to the customer today and I offered to buy her a new one. She said actually if you wanted to just send me the money then I could do my own shopping, so we've just sent her £100 and this is going in the bin.
Yep, so we've just arrived at our nice little job here. We've loaded 3 vans. We've had a bit of a long queue wait. One of the bad things in this job, we've been sat around for 3 hours having a bit of a nice little breakfast and stuff. Customers have just gone to go pick up the keys and should be here hopefully in the next 10 minutes, and then we'll start unloading into this property, which will be good. And as you can hear traffic, let's just wave at the idiots in the van. Yeah, but yeah, we're about to unload. It's a nice simple job, everything's pretty simple. The vans aren't overloaded, so it's a nice relaxed job. And it's a good little job for today on a quiet week. Minute off. The big road straight through the middle.
Good morning on Warren's Removals. I am George and I am repairing the van. What's wrong with the van, you may ask? It's leaking and I am putting liquid rubber on it to fix it. So it's already been repaired in the past. Back to normal. It's already been repaired in the past. So it suffered from a very small leak in the cab up here before, nothing in the body and in the cab. So it's been repaired like a bit of a box job before. So now I'm putting liquid rubber on it to seal it up effectively. It's a bit of a short-term thing. Long-term it needs to be repaired properly. However, this is just a short-term thing, just to get us past some of these wet days, although it's very sunny today, so it doesn't make sense.
Okay, walking through unit 1, we call this unit 1, and you can see next to me I've got a load of boxes. These are used boxes, some are brand new but the majority are used boxes. There's quite a lot there. And over here on the right hand side you can see 2 big pallets of boxes that we got delivered last week and a new pallet at the top. And Fraser asked me how long I think these will last, or how long that generally they will last for. So I'm going to put 3 answers on the screen now, A, B and C. You can think about what your answer would be. But our actual answer is this is 2 weeks. This is probably 2 weeks worth of boxes before they're all gone. We do like to recycle boxes, so we deliver to the customer's house and then we pick them back up after the move, but we don't always get a chance to pick them back up. Some customers end up giving them away, or if they live too far away, we don't think it's worth making that trip to go and collect them back. But we do like to recycle, we pride ourselves on that. But yeah, 2 weeks worth right here. Okay, on this part I'm going to give 3 little tips, business tips. So they may not work for you, but they definitely have worked for us. So tip number 1 is always say yes. Even if you can't physically accommodate a move, we always say yes. And then we figure it out afterwards. That's how we've grown to this size. We say yes to everything and figure it out afterwards. So always say yes. Tip number 2 is changing your terminology around your company. So instead of saying my company, say our company. That way your staff will feel more connected and involved. So change your terminology is number 2. And then number 3 is never concentrate on your competitors. because your competitors will never send you any money. Give all of that energy to your clients. They are the ones that mean the most. Don't waste your energy on what your competitors are doing. Again, this is something that's worked for us. It may not work for everybody, but those are Warren's free tips. Okay, on this part of the episode I'm going to talk a little bit about staff, just to put you in a picture of where we are as a company. Quite a lot of companies ask me how many staff members we currently employ and use. Average, we've got around about 20 staff members. That includes the admin staff as well. We currently take on about 4 moves a day, sometimes more, sometimes we can take on 5 moves. Generally it's about 3 or 4 moves a day that we do. So we need a good amount of staff, so we've got around about 20. That fluctuates obviously when it gets busy and when it dies down a little bit. Last week we had somebody else leave the company, unfortunately. On the last episode I mentioned Danny Norcott left. He worked his notice, handed in his notice gracefully. It's a shame to see him leave, but yeah, people do have to fly the nest every now and then. We had somebody else leave. This person though, I'm not going to name him, but he left on a WhatsApp message. Literally come out of the blue, message just to say that he won't be coming back. Sometimes this happens, it is a shame, but we've had to put out an Indeed ad, and we did a Facebook post as well just to say that we're recruiting. So we had quite a lot of applicants. One of the applicants, I know him a little bit, I know of him anyway, similar sort of age to me, around about 23, and he said he's looking for work. He currently works at a company, not removals, but he used to work for a removals company, so he comes with a lot of years experience with removals and is a HGV driver. His dream and his ambition is to become a driving instructor, so he will be working for us for 6 to 8 months, which is what he's told us. It's been very clear from the start. That works really well for us because what that does is it takes a lot of strain off James, our HGV driver. He's our only one at the moment. And it also gives us that time to put somebody else through. So if James goes on holiday, for instance, the lorry can't be used. Well, this guy coming through is, it came through at the most perfect time really, and what he's offering is absolutely perfect for us as a company, so I'm really happy with that. Okay guys, thank you for watching episode 16. That is it. Normally on this part I do all the tags, but I'm not going to do that. You know where to find us. We're on Instagram. We are warrensremovals.com, and if you're looking to improve your software or get in touch about iMove, you know where to find that as well. And hopefully on episode 17, because it didn't happen on this episode, I will have a new baby boy. Well, me and Tash obviously. Catch you next time.